Hey everybody, this is Herschel from High School Top 200, and this next installment in the preseason Top 50 is Aorere College. Aorere College is one of those um, Pacific Island schools in the South of Auckland that just have huge amount of raw talented kids and just naturally uh, gifted and just have that natural ability to and natural talent just to do whatever you need them to do. Like there's not a lot of things that like you don't have to explain a lot of things to them. You could just show them a move and then they'll automatically get it. Though they're really good at just following instructions when it comes to the rugby field and being able um, to adjust position wise. I mean, you could get a kid that would go like, for instance, this year, Liko Alatini, who was like an awesome winger last year for Aorere. He's actually moved to open side, which is kind of like a scary thing because you kind of think, well, you're moving from a way different position, and you take that kid and you put him right on the side of the scrum, and then you expect him to go from doing maybe 2-3 tackles a game to lifting it up to you're making 10 to 12 tackles a game, but then at the same time you're not including all the rucks he has to hit, all that kind of stuff, and all that real physical contact that you come into. You're taking him from one area and just putting him into another. But when you have guys like that, they for some reason they just adjust easy. They just have that natural ability to adjust easy, and so like this is the this is the this is the great thing about South Auckland schools, and then the the amounts of islanders that they have to choose from is that all of them have natural ability. All of them are just really skillful, and you can just easily switch in and out into different positions, and then they're able to handle it just like that. It doesn't take that much to adjust, and so Aorere is going to be one of those schools that always is there for is always going to be a strong team. Is always going to be a team that's hard to select because of how much guys you have to select from that are all capable of doing the job. Albert Ngata is going to be is most likely going to be the captain. I mean, I think he was the captain last year, so he most likely be the captain again. Um, he's an adjustable player with so much talent. He is able to do a lot of things on the field, work wise, as well as be a captain and a leader and someone that inspires them. So like Albert Arts is one of those guys that I think that is a need for the team. I actually think that Albert could be a better hooker than he was a flanker. I think if they moved him to hooker this year and had him play at hooker, he would be one that I would even look at as maybe a New Zealand secondary school hooker if he went to hooker right now. Um, his work rate is really high. He's really fast, really quick, really fit, tackles everything. I mean, he'll probably just need to get his throwing down, which he could work on throughout the year. Come, you know, September, I think he'll be ready with just the right coaching and things like that. And the Blues maybe bring him in for personal training with that kind of stuff. But I think that he'll be a perfect guy to have at hooker in the New Zealand team if he made that switch now and at the beginning of the season kind of thing. Um, uh, Jack Siaki Pele is another kid that I think we should take notice of. He's going to be the number 8, real big guy, real real solid runner. He's going to bend the line for you. He's going to get the defense to adjust, and if he slides, if the defense tries to slide with him, and he can work off his footwork and get into those gaps, he's going to bend the line and break it. There's going to be eventual things like that where he's just going to go through, and he's just going to create so much problems for a defense. And he's a guy that I'd really look out for. Aorere, the forward pack is going to be big. There's not going to be too many specialist players. I don't think there's going to be too many specialist players, especially within the front row as well as the locks. But the loose trio is going to be really, really interesting to watch because of how much talent that they have. The backline is the one that I would look out for. The backline is going to be, I think they're going to be scoring a lot. If all goes well in the forwards and they can manage to retain ball, retain possession, recycle it back, maybe get some turnovers, and then they just let it loose in the backs, it's going to be a problem. Moses Pepa is going to be one of the most dangerous players this year, and if you don't stop him and you let him have too much space every time he touches the ball, he's going to score 2-3 tries on you every single game. And then there's Moses Senior is going to be there. JJ Siumai is going to be there as well. And James Matau 2 is going to be there too. So James and JJ, I think, will be a massive midfield. JJ is another guy to watch out for at centre. I think he's such a great distributor with the ball. And he creates and makes everything real effective on the run. And he makes really good decisions on the run as well. And it doesn't mean that he can't break the line, because he can. He just knows how to use everybody around him a lot better than everybody else does. He's the brain guy that I would go to in the back line if I needed decisions to be made all the time, especially with the momentum that they can play at with so much speed. And having Moses and Moses out there, I think that he's the one that you should go to. Aorere is going to... they're going to drift, because there's such a hard competition, they're going to be drifting maybe 7, 8, maybe 6 or 5 to 8. I think that they'll be around that area. They could actually push to the top 4. They're going to have to win some games away from home. Make sure they win all their home games. Snag the lower part of the competition. Make sure they get all those kind of points, and try and take out at least 2 to 3 big guns. They have to get those kind of wins, and it's not like they don't have the players to do it, because they do. They just have to have the momentum, and they have to have the mindset to go all the way, full 70 minutes, and don't lose your tempers and things like that as well. So, I think Aorere is going to be a big time team this year, and they're going to be the guys that if you turn up to the game and you're not ready, they're going to kill your team. Even if you're a better team, they'll still kill your team if you're not ready for them, because they'll come out firing, and then I think that they'll be able to steal points that way. This is Aorere. Preseason peace.